Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video, ladies, divine feminines, dark feminines, light feminines, and all of my haters that decided to tune in. You're getting me paid, haters. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone. Pick a reading that does resonate. I do a lot of them. So let's get into it. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy field. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? Right off the bat, I'm getting you be having fun and people want to have fun too. People are seeing you live your life and build and laugh and create and play with the world. Some of you guys are having fun as an introvert, but realizing you might be an extrovert, more extroverted than the people who stick around with groups but don't associate with anyone outside of those groups. Those people hold on to those people, and those people don't want them to grow and meet other people because they look at other people outside of the group as bad or as other, or they create rules for them that, yeah, that nobody wants to live by, or rules that nobody wants to do just to hold on one second. My phone was going off, but they create rules to get down and sit with them that nobody's willing to live by. Nobody's going to go by those rules of how they feel. Somebody is so angry at you in your life, they're crying and begging that your life just goes away. And it's really sad, but this person just feels so ugly compared to you. Like they don't like their hair, they don't like nothing about themselves. And what's crazy is you guys have all of the same attributes, but you guys appreciate your attributes. Maybe they don't know. It's like, either way, you be having fun and people want to have fun with you, and people are aching and yearning to get towards you, be around you. But it's you're being told to be careful with the people who want to get towards you. Make sure there's people you can watch for a while, people you can really trust, people you can really live around and live a good life. A lot of you guys are about to you guys are about to start making love to life again, basically. Divine, please tell me more. Divine, please tell me more. We got clout chaser, do anything for attention, fame hungry, desperate for followers, anything for a like here. Yeah, somebody is feeling like they do anything for a like or, a following on social media. Somebody could have lied about you and said that you were a clout chaser. I'm also, because my head is seeing so many flashes of like, sacral energy. There's a lot of sacral energy, and a lot of people sending you sacral messages because a lot of people feel attracted to you too at this time period. I don't know why that energy is coming out. Some of you guys could have been born like November, October, September, when it's closer to like your birth date. I feel like that's when people start thinking about you. There's certain things that remind other people of you, maybe like the fall and the leaves, because I was listening to Meet the Frownies by Twin Sister, and she was like, smoking in weed with you in the leaves in the fall. I smoke with you like you taught me to. And she was singing about smoking with him, like she was like her first smoking session with this guy, and walking through the leaves in the fall. And it just reminded me of a bunch of different scenes and a bunch of different like babies maybe born around that time period. But there's a lot of people who want to be in your life, and they're like, in your energy field. They feel like you are a very fun person and you're unrestricted. A lot of you guys, clarify this, do anything for clout. Okay, somebody might be trying to diminish your influencer status by saying you do and say anything for clout here or that you don't, like, but a lot of people are saying whatever you're doing is coming off very professional. Somebody hates that if you are a social media influencer, maybe you do things like make slime or you make wigs or you do something like, tarot readings. You're probably another tarot reader, like you're not somebody that does or says anything or makes things up for clout. You have real talent. It takes a lot to be able to learn symbolism and to stay dedicated and to have, and honestly, it's a as a person diagnosed with bipolar number one disorder, and that being a psychotic disorder, and noticing that a lot of the tarot readers, the really good, accurate ones, said that they were addicted to drugs at some point or had some sort of like psychosis or trauma that may even down to just being targeted and bullied to, and bullying could lead to can cause bipolar disorder, that hypersensitivity. It could cause like a lot of negative problems, even down to borderline personality disorder and all of those things. And then me asking my therapist about um, the voices in my head and psychosis itself, because we were talking about psychosis, whether it's drug psychosis or whether it's stress psychosis or whether it's schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, whatever. I was like, what makes these diseases? And and he got me there. He said what really makes the diseases is fear. He said if you guys were like, and he said those exact words, he said if you were like a tarot reader on YouTube or something and you were talking to the voices, then it wouldn't technically be like a disorder if you stop being afraid of it, except for, there's other things with bipolar disorder. That was just a psychosis. You still have to take your medication because there's things like sleepwalking. There you can accidentally harm yourself, and that's the scariest thing, is knowing that you could accidentally hurt yourself. Like the guy, Kyle, I think his name was Kyle. He climbed into a plane engine because he was half asleep, half awake. Like the mania, you could be up so long and not sleeping and not realizing it, that your brain could shut down, but then it's still like you're awake and you're asleep at the same time, but you can't get your body to sleep even though your brain is like shutting down from its lack of rest. So that could lead you to doing things like accidentally climbing in an airplane engine because you didn't really understand the difference between the dream world and like reality, which could be different than schizophrenia, in which other people could explain it like voices and whispering too. I've realized that the racing thoughts and the clusters in my head, I'm like, what is this? All of this. I asked, what is it, on certain medication, and then I begin to hear it. Like, I'm like, oh, this is people talking shit. I'm like, why do I get to hear people talking shit? I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, I've dived deep into it because I'm like, what is this? It mostly sounds like a cafeteria, that like the racing thoughts, like itself when it was painful, that's what it sounded like, a like a school cafeteria, until I learned to like wiggle my spiritual air and kind of zone in on it, which I think is interesting because, like, him talking about the fear. So what you do here is, that's just to say that, it takes a real gift or curse to do what you do or to have it. So, it's not something that people just do for clout here. They could have tried to emulate it, but it doesn't come off the same. They don't know how to do it like you do it. So people are now forced to see that you are an influencer and an influential person here. There's also somebody who wants to act like because they were a bigger influencer that they get to say how you do it here. That energy is going to get knocked the F down and humbled if they try to mess with your real gifts here. Because this is somebody that's like, say you do readings. They're like, I do readings too. But unlike the collective, I think you should have some restriction on what you do, you say, because blah, blah, blah. And it's like, God is gonna tell them something. right now. They're going to get humbled for acting out of superiority rather than acting out of true divine love or divine skill, whatever you're into. Like, it's not meant for a person to tell you how to do it. Unless, take feedback. A lot of you guys can take feedback. I love a good feedback, but then, these are people who I don't like her, so I'm gonna say, huh, like, try to like disguise, I don't know, like, and then I feel sorry for those people who try to disguise like meanness and others. Divine, please tell me more. For those people who feel like they have to disguise that type of meanness and come at people, like, because it's like you're not free to be yourself. It's not even like, oh, you're a hurt person and hurt people, hurt people. I'm like, you so restricted. I bet you wish you could just say what you wanted to say, like, instead of trying to like pull people in, like, that passive aggressive stuff. I'm like, oh gosh, like, DM slide, unexpected flirtatious, direct messages, testing the waters, slide into your inbox here. Okay, basically somebody want to talk to you. They want to slide in your inbox. I feel like maybe because you are influential and because, like I said, you've been having fun. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone because there's a lot of people who's like, hey, I'm not having fun. My life. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This is not your reading. Obviously, you know that. Go to move on. Don't ruin it for people who are having fun. Don't take your why click on a love reading too if you don't like love. Like, well actually I'm go somewhere. Divine, please tell me more. We got rebound here, temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement, just to forget with the rebound card coming out under DM here. Somebody is mad that you don't need a rebound. If somebody hurt you, they could have hurt you to do so to try to make you open towards rebounding to someone that else around. They thought you would be more open to date and love somebody else, but you're not. And this is actually making somebody feel like they made a mistake in trying to play with you in the first place. But there's energy of somebody wanting to leave you open or somebody wishing that they were your rebound. Or Divine, please tell me more. What is this rebound energy? We got bag secured here. Okay, yes, somebody's mad that you went for a bag instead of a rebound here. Or people are talking about that. They thought you would be on to the next guy, on to the next whatever, girl, friend group, whatever. A lot of you guys are about to let love come in naturally. Love is going to come towards you so naturally, yo. It's going to be beautiful. Like what God has in store for you next is just going to make you not care about anybody from the past, even your friendships, your home, beautiful. Everything you do from now on out is beautiful. Bag secured, achieving goals, mission accomplished, financial stability, got it locked. Yeah, this is where the DM slide in. So somebody might want to slide in and maybe give you a bag. This is somebody might want to slide in and give you a bag to help you rebound here. Temporary avoiding loneliness, quick replacement just to forget. Yeah, just to forget here. Somebody wants to give you some sort of money just so you could forget like what they did here. But they want to be able to talk to you first. This is not somebody that wants to send it directly to your Cash App. But though this might be coming up here, because I kept saying 888 a lot. So somebody getting money. We getting more money probably together. I want to get money together. Devon, oh gosh. We got Speak Up coming out here. It's like these cards just love hitting the floor. We got Fake Flex and Speak Up, Pretending Wealth, Showing Off, Borrowed Luxury, Deceptive Bragging, Rich on Instagram, Broke in Real Life. I feel like a lot of people cannot stand their fronts that they have on Instagram because a lot of you guys is given like you guys vlog or you're on Facebook, it's like you guys have a real life, everyday life that is interesting but humble at the same time. Like even the beef you get into is interesting. This is what's funny. You know, whether you're arguing with your ex or you're doing your nails or you're braiding your hair or you're just sitting there like taking pictures like of the swans nearby, or if you're taking pictures of the crackheads nearby, people find that shit funny and interesting. Some of you guys just be, maybe you do live in New York City, you take walk videos through wherever you're at, people find that interesting. They're like, and you know, people are mad because no matter what they did, it was never interesting. Like even if they took vacations, it just wasn't that, you know, they're like, okay, like it just wasn't interesting. When you guys took a vacation to Jamaica, you might have gotten into it with the mango boy because he tried to take $50 and you needed that $50. And then even if you go to Miami, you went to Miami, then you had to curse this person out, then you had to do this, then you had to do that. And a lot of you guys might also rock dolo from state to state, and then you get to know the people in your area. A lot of you guys are might be inspired to do that because you're realizing, wait, like the people nearby could kill me too. Why not, you know, give other people in the world a chance to kill me? Like, you know, of course, travel to safe areas. But if you are ready on your own, I can't stand when people are like, don't do this on your own. Don't go out on your own. I'm like, there's people who are completely introvert and they got to go out on their own to make new friends. And then there's people who like being out on their own because it gives them a break from the people at home. Like if you know, like because I know couples or who had different work schedules. And then not only that, what was it? Like I don't know. Me and a lot of people I know eat alone because we have different work schedules. And then some people find it weird that you might stop by a restaurant like on your work break and eat by yourself. A lot of people eat with coworkers. I always like to eat by myself. Like, you know, and why? Because I'm number six out of seven children. So a meal like you get to have by yourself is like a cherished meal. Rather than there's any more of that, can I have some? You know, you're not gonna let me have a little bite. Like if you didn't have that your whole life, you probably couldn't appreciate eating alone that much. But you know, some people they feel like they gotta have people 24/7. A lot of you guys don't, and I feel like that's a real flex. And I feel like somebody might be being exposed for fake flexing. Wake up call, spiritual awakening, sudden clarity, urgent awareness, can't ignore anymore, can't ignore anymore. And a wake up call here, yeah, somebody's having a wake up call about like just not really living life. They were going through, they were living for the gram or they were living for other people, but they're not living the life that they want to live. So seeing you get to live your authentic life got somebody pretty much in tears. They're like, you know, Divine Pretty, tell me more. We got big break coming out here under clout chaser and influencer status here. Yeah, okay, you're about to have your big break here after somebody could have called you a clout chaser. Maybe you guys are trying to get more views and stuff. Spirit is saying, do what you're already interesting. This is what's pissing people off. You don't, like I said, you don't got to do much. You guys are interesting because you know the algorithm to hit, you know? Divine, please tell me more. We got booked busy, productivity high, full shuttle, no time to waste, success on the calendar here with the booked and busy card coming out here. Booked busy, success on the calendar. Yeah, a lot of you guys are booked and busy and you don't got time for the BS. And somebody wanted to come to you with the BS, but now they're realizing that's making them look like they don't got else to do. Ron, just tell me more. You're in a safe space coming out here. Safe space and booked and busy. Or you guys are going towards a safer space because maybe where you're at right now is not it. You guys are about to go somewhere, where you guys could stretch out a little bit, feel a lot safer, feel a lot more love in this world. We got no filter coming out, and this is coming out under booked and busy and safe space. So it's safe to be yourself. You guys also have a lot of different opinions, and you guys are maybe thinking of getting to a safer place where you guys could talk ish. You feel like there's less people around to challenge you, and you could just let your opinion out, or somebody feels like you have that benefit because you're no longer part of a social circle. Yeah, that's what it is. You guys are no longer part of a social circle where you got to worry about what people do and say and feel and whatnot. And you don't feel like you have to have any sort of filter here. Like you guys could say whatever you want, be whatever you want, act however you want. Because I feel like this is your life. Like, I'm hearing that Drake song. Drake kept it popping in my head. I'm about to go to Canada, yo. I'm like, I can't wait to fill out this all these paperwork, move to the Netherlands, get it done. I'm gonna go to Madrid. Now I want to go to Canada. I don't know why I want to go to all of these places that are not tropical. I guess I should visit somewhere tropical too, but I'm not gonna lie. I like this type of area because it feels like fall already. Like I've been rocking a sweater. I got a lot of good fashion here. I feel like I'm gonna wear all my clothes. Money moves. I gotta visit, somewhere else. So money moves, smart decisions, strategic investment, building wealth, making my money work coming out here with the money moves, bank account deposit. Oh goodness, 5,276 is coming out. Some of you, I don't know why I just noticed the deposit number on there. Some of you guys are about to get an extra 5,000 or more coming in, but you got money moves coming out. Um, yeah, you guys, yeah, bag, money, all of that. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading.